Mmirimma.
In the village of Ohiamu, people feared the river more than they feared death. They called it Ijemari, the river that walks, because when it rained too much, it rose and crawled into their farms, into their homes, stealing goats, yams, and sometimes, children. No one dared fish in it. No one fetched water at night. And every new moon, the elders dropped baskets of roasted yam and fresh palm wine at the riverbank, begging it not to drown them. But still, it always took what it wanted. Until Mmirimma was born. Mmirimma's mother, Obianuju, was a widow who lived in a crumbling hut by the river's bend. When Mmirimma was born, she did not cry like other babies. She hummed. Tiny lips closed, yet a soft, sweet sound rose from her chest, like water gurgling over smooth stones. Her mother wept with joy. You, a child of the river. May the spirits spare you. But the villagers whispered. That girl is not fully human. The river gave her, the river will come for her. Obianuju hid her child from prying eyes. She locked her doors at dusk. She taught Mmirimma never to sing where others could hear. But secrets in Ohiamu do not stay hidden for long. When Mmirimma turned 12, the river rose higher than it had in 20 harvests. Huts fell. Goats drowned. Mothers clutched crying babies as water leaked at their hearthstones. Men gathered with spades and sandbags, but the river only laughed, a roar that swallowed every prayer. Obianuju clutched her daughter and whispered, "Stay inside. Do not open your mouth, no matter what you hear." But Mmirimma heard more than thunder and flood. She heard the river's cry, deep, lonely, restless. And she knew it was calling her. While the village panicked, she slipped out into the storm. Standing knee-deep in the rushing current, she lifted her face to the lightening sky and sang. Her voice wrapped around the wind like a mother's arms. The river paused, then receded. When dawn came, the flood was gone. Mmirimma lay at the bank, half submerged, hair full of riverweed, breathing softly. The villagers found her and fell on their knees. Mmirimma, river goddess. Some praised her. Others cursed her. Keep her away. She brings the flood with her mouth. Obianuju wept bitterly. She begged the elders, she is just a girl. She saved you all. But fear is stronger than gratitude. They banished Mmirimma and her mother to the farthest edge of Ohiamu, closer to the forest than to people. Still, the river stayed calm. For 3 years. One harmattan morning, a young hunter named Ikene came upon Mmirimma as she washed clothes by the bank. He heard her humming softly to the water, and the fish danced around her feet like children begging for crumbs. Their eyes met. And in that one glance, Ikene knew he would love her until he died. Each week, he brought her smoked antelope and fresh honeycomb. He taught her how to set traps. He asked for nothing but her songs. One evening, under the Udola tree, he whispered, "I do not care what they say. Be my wife. Let us leave this village. Let the river keep its secrets." Mmirimma touched his face, her eyes sad. "You do not understand. If I leave, the river will follow." But he laughed. "Let it come. I will build you a house on the highest hill." But envy grows fast in tight-lipped villages. Other hunters saw Ikena's joy. Other girls gossiped and spat behind Mmirimma's back. One night, when the moon hid behind clouds, 3 jealous hunters grabbed her by the river. "If she dies, the river will fear us. We will be free of her witchcraft." They bound her wrist, gagged her humming mouth, and dragged her deep into the river's heart. No one heard her muffled cry. Except the river. By dawn, Ikene knew. He found her cloth floating near the bank. Her mother, Obianuju, torn with grief, pointed a shaking finger at the hunter's footprints. Ikene did not wait for elders or priests. He took his bow and a burning torch and went into the bush. By nightfall, all 3 hunters lay dead at the river's edge, their eyes wide with terror, their mouths full of mud. But vengeance was too late. The river began to rise, angry, roaring, cracking palm trees like firewood. Ikene waded chest deep into the swirling water, screaming her name. "Mmirimma." Mmirimma. Forgive me, I could not protect you. Sing to me again. But there was only the river's growl. On the seventh night, as the villagers fled to the hills, Ikena saw a shape on the river, pale, drifting, hair spread like lily roots. He knew her even in death. He dove in, ignoring the flood's claws. He pulled her lifeless body to a rock. Holding her close, he pressed his forehead to hers and wept. Please. Sing once more. Take the flood with you. And in the blackest part of that stormy night, the villagers claimed they heard a song, soft as a mother's hum, strong as 1,000 prayers. The river lowered itself like a child ashamed. When dawn broke, Ikena and Mmirimma were gone, two shapes beneath the calm, clear surface, arms entwined. Years passed. No flood ever touched Ohayamo again. Women still drop roasted yam and wine by the riverbank. Fishermen sing softly before casting nets, asking Mmirimma's spirit to bless their luck. And on nights when thunder rattles the thatched roofs, mothers hush their children. Hear that hum. The girl who sang to the river is still there, calming the water, keeping it from swallowing us all. If you stand very still by Ijemari on a moonless night, you may hear her voice, and a man's laughter echoing deep beneath the current.